Hello students, welcome to the class of Research Methodology. I am Dr. Lakshmi, Associate Professor, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology. Students, in today's class will understand the concept of hypothesis. Moving ahead with the meaning of hypothesis. Students, hypothesis is an expectation or prediction or a proposed explanation that is made on basis of some limited evidences as a starting point of research. So students, so far we have studied the process of research where we have seen that what does a researcher do? He finds out the research problem, he moves ahead with the literature review, and on the basis of that literature review, that is a limited evidence to him. On that basis, he formulates his hypothesis. So students, we may say that this is the initial point of any investigation that translates the research questions into a prediction. A hypothesis is a tentative answer to a research problem that is advanced so that it can be tested. So students, we see that the research process begins and ends with hypothesis. These hypotheses, students, are the core of the entire process of research. Therefore, these hypotheses are of utmost importance in research, students. Moving ahead with the characteristics of hypothesis. Students, while formulating hypothesis, we must ensure that it should be very clear and precise. Students, these hypotheses should be very clear and reliable. And students, moving ahead with the second characteristic, that hypothesis should be capable of being tested. Students, if research hypotheses are not testable, it is not a correct hypothesis then. Students, we have to collect the data, we have to come to our findings, so we'll be able to do all these things only when we have framed a correct hypothesis which is testable. Hypothesis should state the relationship between the variables, the independent variable and the dependent variable. Hypothesis should be limited in scope and must be very specific in nature. Students, the hypothesis which you people have framed, it is said that it should be limited and must be very specific. A researcher must remember that these specific hypotheses are generally more testable, and he should frame such hypotheses in his research. So students, moving ahead, we have seen that hypothesis should be stated in the most simple terms. Contribution of hypothesis. Students, these hypotheses provides clarity to the research problem and the research objectives. So students, therefore we may say that these hypotheses should be very, carefully framed. It describes, explains, or predicts the expected results or outcomes of the research. Now, students, if, for example, I say that, uh, I'll give an example, students, over here, that, if I say that training has a significant relationship with the employee's, job performance. So I have stated over here that, what are my dependent variable, what are my independent variable over here. It is describing, it is predicting, the results and the outcome of the research. So it contributes to the research. These hypotheses indicates the types of research design. Students, as we'll move ahead, will see that we have seen the various types of research design. Whether a researcher has to follow descriptive research, experimental research, these hypotheses will, formulate that what research design is to be used by the researcher. It directs the research study process. It identifies the population of the research study that is to be investigated and examined. Students, these hypotheses facilitates data collection, data analysis, and data interpretation. So students, we have seen that, these hypotheses enables an investigator to start his research work. These hypotheses give a definite point to the investigation and it provides the direction of the study. It determines the data needed. It specifies the sources of data. It suggests what type of research is likely to be more appropriate in this research. It determines the most appropriate technique of analysis. Next, it leads to interpret results, drawing conclusions related to the original purpose. So students, while are framing our hypothesis, students, an investigator comes to know that from what is the starting point of his research, what what is the data which is to be needed, what primary data, what secondary data he has to choose for. And in the same manner, students, while collecting the data, what technique of analysis he will be using after that is also, helped by these hypotheses. So students, we may say that, researcher, these hypotheses delimits the area of research and keeps the researcher on the right track. A problem is a broad question, students, which cannot be directly tested. So what does the researcher has to do here? He has to, formulate this problem in the form of some testable hypothesis. A problem can be scientifically investigated after converting it into the form of hypothesis. So students, I suppose that you might have clearly understood the concept of hypothesis over here. And students, in our next video, we'll be studying that what are the various types of hypotheses. So for now, students, thank you all for patience listening. Thank you all.